Good evening everyone, welcome to Nessa's Film Reviews. I've still got a full face of makeup on, ignore that. Anyway, I have just seen a brilliant film on YouTube. It's a free one. I'll pop the link in the description box to the film and to the channel. So anyway, it was called Fright. It was brilliant. It was this girl and she was living with her mother at this old mansion type house in the sticks, so in the middle of nowhere. It was black and white all the way through, which I really like. She has agoraphobia, so she's not going out anywhere, and Mum's going out and getting all the food, etc, etc, and it all seems fine until later on that day her mother dies and she can't go out anywhere and can't deal with anything because she's got agoraphobia, etc, etc, and it's supposed to be set in olden days, so she can't do anything about it. Her mother's laying there rotting in bed. She don't look very good. She's going to smell pretty bad after a few hours, let's be honest about it. And so she's really scared to be on her own. It's a big old house, it's falling apart a bit. Her mum's rotting corpse is in the bed upstairs, and she starts to eventually get a little bit more strength together and she starts investigating. She finds a key to open the briefcase which is underneath her mother's bed, and she opens it and finds letters addressed to her from her father, who is serving time in prison for cliffhanger murdering her mother. So the woman in the bed is not her mum, that is her nanny. That's what we find out. So she finds out that's her nanny. Her mum is in the basement, well, was killed in the basement and buried there, but they obviously found the body, hence the fact her father is in prison. Her father is due to be released from prison, supposedly had been released from prison already, and she has real problems because she can't go outside or anything because she's scared of everything, you know what I mean. And at night when it gets dark it gets creepier and creepier because old houses are creaky and everything. These houses are about 1800s when they were built and they creak. So she's seeing things and she's what do you call the word? Hallucinating, and she thinks a creepy hand is coming in through the window, etc, etc. It is so creepy that I have not had a problem with the dark since I read the book The Woman in Black. Wow. I got onto the landing out there to go down the stairs and just switch the light on. I could not find that switch quick enough. It is so creepy. So I love the aesthetics of the black and white. And so she's spending a few days in this house but finding out all this stuff. She don't want to go to the basement because it scares her the most, but she ends up going to the basement and she finds out some more things. In the meantime, now I think this is a bit of a downer on the film, to be fair. In the meantime, somebody walks into the house, some bloke, and he's definitely there. It's not a fragment of her imagination. He's Irish, which I wasn't expecting, and he's also not a very nice person. Not only does he actually revel and be happy in the fact that her mother is dead, and doesn't care that the nanny is dead upstairs, he also wants her dead. So he wants his daughter dead as well. So he goes, where we're going to do it? And she says, the basement. And they go down to the basement. And she's scared and she cowers back. And as she cowers back, she notices there's a pair of scissors. So she makes out she's really upset and crying because he wants a house now. It's his, apparently. And there's no place for her in it. And I don't know how he thinks he's going to get away with that murder. So she looks like she's upset and crying. He goes up to her and she stabs him with a pair of scissors. He dies almost instantly, so she must have got a major organ. Too much crime I'm watching, obviously. And he dies and she ends up going out, and eventually she goes outside, but not before she sets the light to the house. She sets it on fire and she goes out and looks at the house and it's all ablaze. Although we say all ablaze, it's just a load of black smoke. But I really enjoyed it. It was an hour and 20 some minutes long, nearly an hour and a half, not quite. Like I said, it was free on YouTube to watch. And I really enjoyed it. I like the fact it was black and white. I really enjoyed the creepiness of it. It was just really, really creepy and really good. You didn't know what was going to go on next. You really didn't. You just was not sure what was going on next. I'd highly recommend it. I really would. If you like horror and you like things like that, I'd highly recommend it. I really would. It looks old-fashioned and everything. The only thing I can say is it didn't need her father turning up. I think that sort of, it was a bit, for me, because he turned up and then it seemed like it was going on a different direction. They should have kept it with her alone and seen how she dealt with it, in my opinion. But it's very much worth the watch. So I hope you enjoyed this movie review. I will see you again next time. Please do all the lovely stuff, like, comment, subscribe and share and all of that lovely things. I'm going to wash my face. I will see you again next time. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.